Climate change, no question. We have to get our heads around that and start moving quicker to renewable energy. And I lift up Gull Bay. They're solar, 100% solar in Gull Bay, First Nation. They're not going to be using 300,000 liters of diesel. That's huge. So we need more of those microgrids right across Canada. But dealing with climate change is huge for all of us. Then I also say, moving beyond the Indian Act, and what does that mean? Well, the Indian Act is a federal piece of legislation we've had in place since 1876. Controls us. We need to move beyond that. Very important for us. Working on a new fiscal relationship with the Crown, long-term sustainable predictable funding based on total membership, keep up with inflation, based on needs, treaty-based funding, percentage of lands and resources, all the above. We need to get that in place. And the other one is restorative justice as well. I said there is no justice in Canada. There's laws, common law, civil law. There's also First Nations law, Creator's law. We need to make space for that. There's too many of our people in jails, disproportionate numbers, too high. So we need to work together to fix that system. I think of Colton Bushy's family. I think of John Steyer's family. I see systemic racism in there, and we need to work together collectively to change that. My last comments now, guys, mayors, your worships. And this is my worldview, and this is it. When we come together as Indigenous peoples, and we bring our elders in, we say we're the most or least racist people because we're the two-leggeds. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, red, polka dot. We're the two-leggeds. And our elders and our people will give thanks to the Creator, God, every day. Beautiful day. But we also give thanks to the ones that sit in the east, in the south, the west, the north, but they do things for us. We give thanks to Mother Earth. We give thanks to Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, our relatives, the star people. We'll give thanks and acknowledge the four-leggeds. We'll also give thanks and acknowledge the ones that fly, the ones that swim, the ones that crawl. We also give thanks for the ones that bring light, the male plants, the female plants. And then the four grandmother spirits that look after the waters. Rainwater, salt water, fresh water. And that power of women when life comes, what happens? Water breaks. There's a grandmother look after those things, four of them. And so when you look at that from an Indigenous perspective or an Indigenous worldview, if we can use that worldview locally, regionally, nationally, internationally, we'll get better policy, better legislation, and we will have a future that is ripe for our children, grandchildren, and 7 generations into the future. And so that's what I want to leave you with. Let's build our people strong. Let's keep working together. That gap will close. It's good for Ontario. It's good for Canada.